Favorite thing that happened on set? Let me think about that. Any of you guys have a favorite thing that you had happen on set?
When we were trying to scare the people in the cars.
Yeah. Yeah, and when we started to follow them, like walk behind them, people actually would come back just to look at it. Like, wait, did I really just see that?
Didn't they come back like 4 times?
Mm-hmm.
Once with just a mom.
And then the truckers just like going all slow, just like staring at us.
Yeah, we had this one pickup. The guy drove by the site, and then about 10 minutes later came back the other direction with his family in the truck. Drove by, and then they had to get back to where they were going, so they turned around and made another pass.
Yeah.
So
we started following them.
Our zombies are sitting there, and our safety officer, because there was a dry creek bed running through that we used for the location, and so the road dips down, and one side of the road had a really wide shoulder, could have parked like 2.5 vehicles there easily, and so we had plenty of safety margin on the side of the road for the shoot. But since we're down in the dip, we can't see traffic, and it's out in the boondocks. Our safety officers sitting up there, with the vests on and all looking all official, and it's, car coming, 45 seconds, So we'd pause, and everybody would move off to the side, and the car would come by, and here'd be this row of zombies going.
Chasing after the
car. The one time we moved off the road, there was from one direction there was a turn there, and some guy came in the turn so fast he was drifting. Our safety officer goes, "Incoming, 15 seconds, clear the road, they're moving too fast." And it's like we all moved to the other side of the parked car just to be out of the way, And they came roaring through, and I think they were going too fast to really notice what we were doing, which is probably good, because if they'd stopped to notice, they probably would have had an accident right there on the spot. The neat thing for me is right by where we're shooting, there was a cornfield.
Yeah.
And it just is part of some of the long shots and stuff, but after we did the main shoot, I trooped all our zombies over there to the cornfield, did a couple group shots with them, did some like individual mini shoots, because they were so patient for 3.5 hours of makeup and everything. I figured they needed to have a lot more photos of themselves and makeup than what was going to actually end up in the final shoot. So I have to make CDs for everybody with all their photos in it.
That's what I'm looking for.
Basically, my final thoughts are how great the shoot was, and how it's going to turn out at the end. Seeing where being from the beginning, hearing about this getting done, and the idea and the thought of when Wayne was creating something, and I would just be, I'd be interacting with him and seeing where his vision can go, and then being a part of it, and now actually seeing the finishing, the touches and everything that's happening to it. I'm ecstatic. This is one of the most interesting shoots I've ever done. Everything was fun, and I would definitely want to do something like that again. I don't know, hopefully a lot more comes out of our future,
I loved it. I had a blast, and it's definitely not something I'm used to, because I'm used to, obviously, being in an RC track. Like, oh, let's get our cell phones, take pictures, post them online. I'm like, alright, so I'm on the car. And this time I was actually in makeup for 2 hours, getting it done, getting my hair looking like I just woke up from a 12-hour nap, and I want to do it again sometime soon, even if I'm not dressed as a zombie. But I love working with Wayne. He's fun. He makes me laugh. He's awesome.
I liked everything that happened. I would actually do it again with all these people. They were really nice. kind of shy. Overall, I think the experience was really good. I think that they could say it was fun too. As you heard, Wayne is really nice, and yeah.
We love Wayne.
Yeah, I'd do it again. Any kind of shoot.
I love you guys too. No, it was an awesome experience for me. Just the team that we pulled together to make this happen. The team of people, I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to pull it off. I had one makeup artist in on it from the beginning, and then when we were finally getting everybody scheduled to come together and we're down to the wire, this is the weekend we're doing the shoot, they scheduled her to work. So I had to pull a plan B, which was my daughter Bonnie, who got her bachelor's degree in theater arts, and does good at makeup and that type of thing, but hasn't done it in a while, and so she got about a week and a half notice. Okay, I had these files of zombie pictures that I've been going over with the other makeup artists and discussing. We like this, we don't. So I'm sitting here with Bonnie. We're doing this mini course, going through all the photos and things, and she's giving me her input. And then Carissa, who jumped in and loves doing theatrical makeup and turns out to be one of Kate's best friends, which I didn't even know at the time. But it was like the Friday before the shoot. She's a barista at the local coffee house we hang out at, and I knew she did makeup. I said, "Hey, Carissa, what are you doing tomorrow between 2 and 5? I don't have anything scheduled then. Why?" Well, we're doing a zombie shoot tomorrow, and 2 to 5 is our scheduled makeup session, and we're short a makeup artist. I'd love to. And so, that's the afternoon before the day of the shoot. So, between her and Bonnie and, I'm online research. I found this site called Outback Gore House. It has a YouTube video on how to do the stage blood. And we had the liquid stage blood that's totally edible and you can put in your mouth, and we had the gel blood that stays in one place once you put it on, that probably is not toxic, but I wouldn't call it edible since it's 4 parts solid hair gel. I wouldn't recommend it. But
Also very hard to get off.
Really?
I was sitting there scrubbing.
Yeah.
It would not come off.
It stained my arm. The makeup and everything.
So remember that the gel blood likes to stay there. Okay. So I was had a 32-ounce bottle of liquid latex, and the morning of the shoot, I'm sitting there making prosthetics that we end up using in the shoot later that afternoon. So we were going to do it outside on the patio there at our local, can I say Starbucks on the line? So I'll just say our local coffee house. We weren't going to invade them proper, but when we got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was 110 degrees. So we moved the makeup session inside, and the managers and everyone was totally cool about it. That for me was one of the really awesome things about the shoot, and just how well everyone meshed together as a team to make it happen. It was incredible. I'd do it again. I'm Wayne Abraham. I was the photographer.
And my name is Danielle Austin. I was the screen queen and final zombie.
Danielle came into the mix when I first got the concept of doing a zombie pinup shoot, and since I don't happen to currently know any models who regularly model, and when you get a guy with a gray beard going around, walking up to 20-something young ladies and say, "I'm going to be planning a photo shoot. Would you like to model for me?" That kind of comes across more like a, "Hey, I have a studio in my basement. Would you like to model?" Just this whole creep creepazoid type thing, which is how I don't want to come across. So that meant I had to rely on asking some friends. And so we've known Danielle for about 2 years now.
Almost 3.
Almost 3 years. So she's a good friend. We met her through Mike and Katie, and we have been about a year and a half doing some tabletop role playing of a Serenity role playing game together. So I've already seen her in a role playing mode and seen her, emote and act in that context, and I've seen photos of her Halloween get-ups, and know she's into that type of thing, and also happen to know she's a big zombie fan. So I said, I'm planning to do this zombie shoot, and it's going to be like a zombie pinup gallery, and I'm going to need a model. Would you be interested?
And I said, yes, very much so.
So that's how the ball got started on it, and we started the ball rolling there, and this thing just was like a snowball. It just kept growing and growing.